This is the next semiconductor's name that we need to pay attention to. Hey there, Tamir from FibonacciTraders.com, your daily market recap. Like, subscribe, and let's see the charts. So let's see what's behind the rest of the market brought us in the past trading day, July 8th, 2024. SPY closed the day with another new all-time highs, 0.12% to the upside. Closed the day with a doji, but we are still grinding up along this red line towards the 580, 583. For now, this is the road. As we said, we are anticipating this movement from the 518 towards the 547. Now from the 547 towards the 580 area. For now, it's still working until proven otherwise. 547 is the support. QQQ closed the day. Another new all-time highs, 0.24% to the upside. Bulls looks like they're getting tired, but as long as we are above the 490, 486 area, we are good to go long, bullish on all time frames. Let's check the last 21 trading days. 491 area now is the support, a long continuation, and we will see 508 and 520. JP Morgan still holds the notion that a pullback of up to 10% in the market is incoming and is imminent. Do you agree with him? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Where we will end up 2024 when earnings season is just around the corner, starting this Friday. Dow Jones closed the day a little bit red, 0.06 to the downside. As you can see, the Dow Jones is not doing anything in the past 3 weeks of trading. 391 is the support. All this area, the 394, 396 is a very tough resistance, but grinding up. If we zoom out, we can see higher lows, higher highs since the low of May. IWM 0.7% to the upside, but once again, the yellow zone, very tough resistance. Let's check the last 34 trading days, and then we can see that the IWM is stuck inside the yellow zone. Very tough resistance. Nothing much on the IWM. As long as we are above the 200 area, we are good. But on the bulls side, but breaking below the 200, we will see once again the 197. Overall, the IWM is relative weak to the rest of the market. Bitcoin, for the time that I'm recording this video, nothing much, 0.5% to the upside. As you can see, since this flash to the downside, the 58,400 is a very tough resistance, and now even below the 57,200. Why? Because it was here, a very important area of support, now becomes resistance. For now, bearish on all time frames, downtrend continuation, and we will meet once again the 53 and then 48 to the downside. Ethereum, also all this area, the 3000, very tough resistance. As you can see, it was a very important area of support, resistance, now once again resistance. For now, bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly, downtrend continuation below the 2800, and we will see 2500 and 2150. MAGS, the Magnificent 7 ETF, closed the day with a doji, not much of a price action, 0.04% to the downside. Doji, bulls of Magnificent 7 needs time, take some time off. They need to relax, they need to cool off. 47.88 is the support, below it 46.66. As long as we are above this red line that holds the higher lows since the low of April, we are in an uptrend. For now, 34% to the upside in less than 3 months. 34, Fibonacci number. Where price is now? Future Fibonacci resistance. Doji. Everything here signals pullback might be coming. 47.80 and 46.66. We might see it pretty soon. SOXX, the semiconductors ETF, broke once again inside the upper trend line, the upper trend. And if we clean the chart a little bit, we can see nice round to the upside. Now 252 is the support. Long continuation, we will see 267 and 275 to the upside. As long as we are above the 250 area, bullish on all time frames. Carry inside the candle, which means indecision in the market. And if the market cannot decide which way it wants to take carry, to the downside or to the upside, we surely cannot decide. We need to sit and wait. Once we see inside candle, we do nothing. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check the links in the description below. We have a special limited time offer. Unlock all Fibonacci traders' secrets in just 60 minutes crash course. What we will learn in this crash course? Everything that I know, how I trade, how I find 8+ setups for swing trading, for day trading, for shorts, for longs, how to predict price movements with up to 85% accuracy, how to make money, real money in trading, become consistent, profitable trader in just 60 minutes crash course. Check the links in the description below and you will see things you never saw before. Microsoft with an inside candle, inside doji, as long as we are above the 460, 444 area, all this is a very important area of support. Some kind of a pullback, maybe. Doji, inside candle. Not much of a price action. Once we see a doji, once we see an inside candle, we do nothing. 459 is the support, long continuation, and we will see Microsoft going towards the 481 and 497. Apple 0.65% to the upside, closed the day at the high of the day. New all-time highs on Apple. Now, as we said, can we get the same price action we saw from this gap up towards the 220? Can we get the same price action, 40 points to the upside from 220 all the way to 260, 263 area? Bullish on all time frames, uptrend on Apple until proven otherwise. Do not try to catch the top, you will get burned. Tesla 0.56 to the upside at the upper border of this uptrend channel. This is what the FTI gives you, ladies and gentlemen. One click away and all you need is on your chart. Trend lines, Fibonacci support and resistance into the future, multi-time frame sentiment. 241 area needs to hold. Below it, this gap 231 will get filled. We have another gap over here at the 213. You know that more than 85% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. We need to prepare for the worst case scenario. And the worst case scenario is going always down. Always protect the downside. The upside will take care of itself. Believe me, I've been there. I've done that. Once you join the Fibonacci Traders Gold membership, you will gain access to all Discord channels, and of course you will get access to this magnificent tool, that the only tool that will give you up to 85% accuracy where price might be heading next is the FTI. You don't need to understand candlestick analysis. You don't need to understand support resistance. You have everything on the chart. Just ask the FTI, what if Tesla will break below the 241 area? This gap will get filled. What if long continuation above the 259 area? The FTI says 85% chance we are heading north to the 284, and of course you have buy signal, sell signal, the green line where to put your stop loss for longs. If you are short, this is the red line is your stop loss for short. Nvidia with 1.9% to the upside, but doji inside the yellow zone. Once we are inside the yellow zone, it's a no trading zone. we are still under the impression of a double bottom scenario of the 118 area. But if you are not long yet on Nvidia, or we are waiting to add to our long position, in my opinion, and it's only my opinion, only above the 132 area. Everything that you see and hear on my videos is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Everything here is my opinion only, with the great help of this magnificent tool, the FTI. AMD, 4% to the upside. AMD, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, this is the hottest semiconductors name out there. In the past 2 trading days, 9% to the upside, finally broke above the 168, 173 area. All this area, very, very tough resistance, was a very tough resistance. It's when we talk about support and resistance, it's always an area. It's never an accurate price. Why? Because it can never be an accurate price. Every day, every candle has its own highs, its own lows, its own open and closing prices. Close the day at the high of the day. Bullish on 3 out of 4 time frames. Let's see continuation towards the 185 and 194 to the upside. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about AMD? Do you hold AMD? What price did you bought AMD? For now, AMD, according to the Fibonacci trend lines, we are heading north towards the 188, 187 area. All this area is incoming as long as we are above this Y trend line and maybe even above this trend line. The trends is up. SMCI, another semiconductor name that we need to be very, very close watched on this name. 6.23% to the upside. Higher lows, we have here the low of April, higher low in June, and now higher low end of June, beginning of July. Higher lows above the red line. We are good to go long. If you're already long on this name, this trend line needs to hold. As long as we are above the red trend line, we are good to go. Long continuation, and we will meet this trend line above it, the green trend line. All we need to do, put the FT on your chart above the 914. We will meet 960 and then back to the 1000. Netflix continues to move sideways, inside candle, inside doji. As long as Netflix is above the 672 area, above the higher border of the yellow zone, we are going to the upside, holding strong, bullish on 3 out of 4 time frames. Now let's see continuation towards the 697 and 714. Below the 672, we will meet 660 to the downside. Google, 0.8% to the downside, inside candle. Doji, after Friday's 2.6% to the upside. Today, inside candle. Let's see where the market is taking Google. For now, we are in an uptrend until proven otherwise. As long as 183, 185 area is holding as support, Google is under bullish sentiment until proven otherwise. Meta lost 2%. 542 now is the resistance. The 522 is the support. Look left. 522. The upper border of the yellow zone was a very, very important area of resistance. Last Friday broke to the upside. Today brought back, lost. Let's see. 523 needs to hold the support. Overall, Meta, as long as Meta is above this red line, Meta goes north. Palantir, PLTR is the ticker, 1.7% to the upside. Opened the day with a gap up, went down, closed the gap. This is how it looks on the 15 minutes. Always zoom in, zoom out to get a better point of your price action. And as we can see, this is the first candle, the first 15 minutes. Opened here at the 28, went down, flashed down. Look at this flash in the first 2 candles of 15 minutes. The first 30 minutes, Palantir went down almost 4%. Flash down, closed this gap, went back up. Now the 27-24 is a very important area of support. And look at this trend line. This is the daily trend line. Look how it magnets price to it. This is how it looks at the daily. 26.85 is the support. Long continuation, and we'll meet 29 and 31.30. Don't be surprised if in the next few trading days we will see some kind of a pullback to the 26 area. Shopify 0.4% to the upside. Doji inside candle, but we are still bullish on 3 out of 4 time frames. As long as Shopify is holding above the 65 area, we are good to go long. If you are already long, if you are not long yet, I'm waiting for a break above this area, above this blue trend line. Amazon 0.36 to the downside, but as you can see, 197 area holding strong support. Long continuation above the 201 towards 206 and 213. AVGO Broadcom 2.5% to the upside, holding strong above the 1700. As long as we are above the 1665 area, bullish on all time frames. Now let's see continuation above the 1750, back to the 1845 inside candle. Not much. We don't do nothing. Once again, once you see an inside candle on the time frame that you are trading, it means that the market is an indecision state of mind. If the market cannot decide what to do with the price, we surely cannot decide for ourselves. MicroStrategy continues to slide down. Yes, it closed 0.7% to the upside, but we are still sliding down, bearish on all time frames. Above the 1315, we will meet 1400, and once again, this red downtrend line. Eli Lilly 0.4% to the upside. Doji 907 now from resistance to support below it, back to the 892. Above 930, we will meet 954, 988. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the top 5 gainers in the past trading day. First name, GLW, Corning Incorporation, 12% to the upside, super bullish. We are inside this magnificent uptrend channel. We can take Fibonacci trend lines that will help us identify the trend. And as long as GLW now is above the 40 area, we are good to go long, bullish on all time frames. Next, we will have 45.50 and 47.90 to the upside. Intel, INTC, closed the day 6.15% to the upside. And as we can see into this trend line, trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. Look at this trend line from support to the lower lows. Now look at where the high of the day was. Into this trend line, we still have this gap to fill, and we have now another gap to the downside, and we know that more than 85% of all gaps will get filled. Let me know in the comments below, which gap will get filled first, the 34.30 or the 32.40. ENPH, Enphase Energy, 5.84% to the upside, but as you can see, bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly. One candle does not change the overall sentiment. I want to see at least 2 trading days above the 105, and then we will reassess if we can start taking long position on Enphase. And when I say we, I mean the Fibonacci Traders Discord elite team of traders. Join the Fibonacci Traders Discord today. First, you will gain access to all Discord channels, whether you are swing trader, day trader, option trader, future trader, crypto trader. We have special channels for each and every one of you in English, in Hebrew, and you will gain access to this FTI, the only tool out there that will provide you up to 85% accuracy where price might be heading next. Look at AEHR. One candle broke to the upside. Same price action we saw over here, beginning of June. Now, once again over here. But will this time will be different? Can we get once again back to the 1423? Above the 1423, we will see 1550 and 17 to the upside. Now this is the support. The 12 area is the support. It was a very important area of resistance. Now needs to hold the support. AAOI 11.3% to the upside. One candle does not change the overall sentiment. Look at this very steep, very long downtrend on AAOI. We have this downtrend line, we have this downtrend line. But if we don't know how to draw trend lines, you know what to do. Go to the FTI, tell him to draw your trend lines, and it will draw your trend lines. One candle does not change this sentiment. We need continuation above the 880, and then we can start reassess going long on this name. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you find it helpful, educational. If you know what to do. Like, subscribe, check the links in the description below. Choose your path to financial freedom. Until the next video, stay safe.